So you got this woman that's going to talk about women's sports, and you look at something like the WNBA, and you look at you glance at it. Hardly nobody in the stands. Is always like that. But I want you to hear what this woman talks about why even women don't support women's sports.
Can we stop attributing the shortcomings of women's sports to men and lack of equality? I'm a retired NCAA Division I basketball player, a retired LFL football player, retired cheer captain, all of the above. And I don't watch women's sports, guys. I watch track and field, but I don't watch women's basketball. I'm sorry, I don't watch women's full pad football. I don't, guys. It's not entertaining. So please, until we got women windmilling, putting their balls in people's face when they dunk, it's not the same, baby. It's not the same. If we want to be real, let's talk about the facts. Women's sports is paid for with the overflow from men's athletics. We are kept women. We are literally kept women. The only reason that we are able to have our sport is because the men that also play our sport share with us. Go feminism, right? Or not? So as a woman who owes so much of her success to being athletic and being allowed to play sports as a woman, I say thank you. And I am not a feminist because I like being kept.
Now, you would think hardcore feminists would say, yeah, we need to support women. They out there in the street talking about Roe v. Wade, but they not trying to go up there and support women's sports. You think about Brittany Griner, how she had to go to Russia to play ball because she wasn't making enough money in the States. And what she said is true. The men's sports are carrying the women's sports. That's in every university as well. The men's sports are doing it. And nobody, like say, outside of track and field, she's right. Outside of track and field and maybe volleyball here and there, nobody want to watch women's sports. They don't watch women play basketball. They don't watch anything like that in a major way. Unless you're a parent that got a kid playing. They just don't do that. She said it's not exciting. It's not. Like I said, last time I said before I watched WNBA is when Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and all them was playing with the Houston Comets and all that. They actually had a pretty, decent team. But yeah, WNBA is boring. All those other sports like that is just boring. And women don't even want to watch it. Women don't want to watch. Think about it. What women talk about trying to get courtside seats at the NBA game, trying to get, seats at the NFL. They're not worried about no freaking women's sports. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that so-called feminism is quite funny. It's quite funny. When they should be supporting women, they don't. But then they out in the street talking about, I want the ability to delete my kid. Yeah, that's for free. You know what I'm saying? On demand. They out there doing that, but they won't go to a WNBA game. Isn't that something? But yeah, you heard it from the horse's mouth right there. Women do not support women's sports, and men are carrying them. And she said, you heard her. Basically, the men, have you kept and entitled. And she says she want to continue being kept.
And I am not a feminist because I like being kept.
That's what a woman should be. A woman shouldn't be all this, I'm independent, I don't need no man, all that crap. No, women should want to focus on getting a man to take care of them. That's natural. I have, 2 older daughters, and, they don't talk that way, because, hey, you talk like that, you're not going to get your man whatsoever if you're talking that independent crap. But, yeah, shout out to the sister here, just putting out the truth. They said women's sports aren't entertaining for the most part, and men are carrying, women's sports like everything else that men carry in society.